This was written by Playwriting Club. Our club was started last year by our old theater teacher, Miss Reeder, who is now at Yale doing a theater program. And we've continued the club this year as a student-run organization. So this is all student-written, student-produced, student-organized.
Yes.
Yeah.
This was done very independently of teachers and such, so we're quite proud of all that we've managed to accomplish this year.
And we have received some help. Miss Shea in the Writing Center. We got landlords, we call them Jordan Cushing and Jessica Kramer. Yeah, we use their work.
Jessica Kramer.
We don't use teachers' first names regularly.
Yes.
And they've all been very wonderful to let us borrow their space and time, so we're all grateful for that.
And in our play today, which is called Typecast, we included 3 poems that were written by Lizzie and I. And the poems are Typecast, and Our Tree, written by Lizzie, and Should I Live to See the Day, which I wrote. And we decided to write poems and put them in because we think that the lines between spoken word poetry and theater can really blend together really nicely. We want to combine some of those things.
And on that note, I thought it'd be a good idea for us to introduce ourselves as well.
Yes. My name is Sabrina, and I'm a junior.
I'm Jamie Kazilos-Clift, and I'm a junior also.
My name is Lizzie Holloman, and I'm also a junior.
I'm Kelsey Baden, and I'm a sophomore.
I'm Kathleen Wright, and I am a junior.
And I'm Maria Lynch, and I'm a junior.
We're going to begin by going down the line in alphabetical order from last name, just to introduce our names and the characters that we will be portraying. Because this is a staged reading, we get that it's sometimes hard to follow along who characters are. Yes.
So,
I'm Brady, I'll be playing Mr. Barker.
I'm Devin, and I'll be playing Andrew.
I'm Paul, and I'll be playing Bob.
I'm Megan, and I'll be playing Blake's mom and Lady.
I'm Brian, and I will be playing Carter and Blake's shadow.
I'm Hannah, and I'll be playing Becky.
I'm Lizzie, and I will be playing Amelia's mother and a lady.
I'm Jamie, and I'll be playing Amelia.
I'm Maria, I'm playing no one.
I'm Ingrid, and I'll be playing Kate. I'm Gia, and I'm playing Kate's shadow.
I'm Ethan, I'll be playing Chad.
I'm Cole, and I'll be playing Blake.
I'm Ben, and I'm going to be playing Jason.
I'm Thomas, and I'll be playing Jerry.
I'm Sabrina, and I'm just a playwright.
I'm Hannah, and I'll be playing as Lauren.
I'm Izzy, and I'll be playing Molly. I'm Amanda, and I'm playing Anna.
I'm Charlotte, and I'll be playing Miss Marks.
I'm Sheila, and I'll be playing Brittany.
I'm Adam, and I'll be playing Jason's dad and old man.
I'm Kathleen Wright, and I'm just a playwright.
Whether you are aware of it or not, we have all been typecast.
At least once or twice before in our lives, sometimes much more, some less subtle. Might not have been something you said or did,
Because seeing you was somehow enough for somebody to mark your name or face under a category on some artificial list.
Enough to file you away under a label maybe no one's ever even called you to your face.
It hurts, like whiteout over ink, only partially hiding the blue scratches.
Feed my life with stale paper, harvesting moldy words with expired expressions and outdated ideas.
About what my skin, my body, my thoughts should mold themselves to fit.
Stain my lips and cheeks with black and blue ink. Force me to swallow the foreign words you put into my mouth.
Typecast me by my colors,
the curvatures of my limbs,
my clothes,
the musicality of my voice.
Typecast me into your shallow pool of characters.
Tell me how to spell my name.
How I should laugh
and cry.
Typecast me. But don't expect me to apologize when the show is not what you expected.
Honey, it's 6:09. Time to get up. We don't want to be late for your tutoring session.
Hey, there's my star quarterback. Ready for the big game today?
5 more minutes.
What game? I thought I got kicked out of the team.
Apparently your grades are finally good enough to play on a team.
But it only accepts D's.
Mom, I was up till 1 last night trying to finish my homework. You really think I don't care?
Stop shouting. Some people are still trying to sleep.
Well, Coach knows we're an important asset to our team, so he's willing to make an exception. But we have to get your grades up to at least a C by the end of the season.
Cool. I can probably do a C.
Of course you can. Now go get it ready.
Come on, honey. I've got some fruit and yogurt.
I've got bacon and eggs
Waiting for you downstairs, so get moving.
Protein!
Mom, I can't find my concealer.
Honey, you're late.
You're gonna have to start bulking up, son, if you want to be able to carry your team to championships this year.
What? Carry my team?
Mom, I need my concealer. I've got like the world's biggest pimple and I'm getting horrible dark circles under my eyes.
You look fine. Besides, looks aren't going to get you into the Ivy League schools.
I'll get you some protein shakes after work today. Then we can hit the gym and lift some weights together.
But I look disgusting. Everyone's gonna look at me weird.
But Dad, I got homework.
Honey, stop whining. You need to leave now.
Son, don't you realize that you have the opportunity to take the Vulcans to championships for the first time since I was their quarterback? Don't waste it. You can push off your homework for a few hours today.
Okay, I guess.
Attaboy. Now go on, you're gonna be late for school. Remember to keep those grades up.
Hey guys, what's up?
Oh my God, did you hear? Rachel and Dan broke up again last night. I know, right? She says that she caught him cheating with her with a girl from Central High School.
Guys are such idiots. When did it become okay for them to treat relationships with no respect?
Oh, great. Speaking of idiots.
How are you girls doing today?
Girls want to hang out with us? Hey, don't ignore us.
Oh, come on, don't be so cold. Is it because I'm ugly? Am I too ugly for you, babe?
Leave us alone. We don't want to hang out with creeps like you.
Whoa there.
Girls got the panties in a twist.
See you later, gorgeous.
What the heck was that about?
Jerks! Who do they think they are?
Calm down, guys. They're just being idiots. There's nothing we can do about it, so let's just forget it, okay?
Why should we? Who says we have to take that kind of crap from them? I'm not going to stand here and pretend it's okay for them to act like that.
Hey, dude, I heard you got a date last night with your girl. How far did you get?
Oh, it's your her name is Kate. She's just a friend. We were studying for the biology test. We didn't do anything.
You studied your biology?
No, we have a test on the anatomy unit today. I'm still not ready for it, but at least I'm not going to fail now, thanks to Kate.
You ready to test your own anatomy?
No, dude, I'm really trying to get my grades up, or else Coach won't let me play next season. I already told you, she's just a friend. We've known each other since, like, 2nd grade.
Yeah, but did you do it? Or did you close up?
No, I just said, you know what, never mind, I gotta go study.
Oh, come on, man. Don't be such a buzzkill. Don't be lame, Jason. Come back here.
I hope you all remember that we have a test tomorrow. This will be our last day to review in class, so everyone needs to be on task. We're going to start off with review game. Everyone's split into 2 groups, guys against girls.
Why do we always have to do guys versus girls?
Yeah, Mr. B, you know the girls are gonna whoop our ass.
Jared, watch your language in class.
Sorry, you're gonna whoop our butts.
And maybe if you had studied, Jared, you'd be just fine. Now everyone get into your teams. Girls on the right, guys to the left. I don't want to hear any more complaints.
Who says I didn't study?
Don't worry about the teams. We're totally gonna be the guys.
I know, that's not really the problem. It's always guys against girls, and we only win because the teacher hates the guys and gives us the easy questions.
So what? At least we win. And Mr. Barker does not hate the guys. He just knows that us girls actually want to do well.
Chad, Blake, Jared, stop messing around. at the girls. Why can't you be prepared like them? Everyone in your spots? All right, let's get started. First question goes to the ladies.
All right, everyone take your seats. Settle down. I know we're almost through the school day, but I need your undivided attention for just one more hour.
Hey man, did you get your grade back for the last test?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, come on, don't be so sensitive. I didn't even ask how you did.
Just drop it, okay? I'm really pissed off right now, and I don't feel like talking about it.
Dude, chill. No need to get emotional.
What's this about? Carter, you look a bit upset. Are you all right?
Yes! Yeah, I'm fine. I'm good.
You know, as a teacher, I've noticed that teenagers tend to say everything's fine, even when it's not. Teenage boys especially seem to think they can't tell someone when they aren't okay.
Cause that's kind of weird for most guys. We don't want to be like over-emotional wrecks like most girls are. No offense.
Excuse me? Over-emotional? Who are you to make that kind of judgment? That was completely uncalled for.
Oh yeah? Girls are always getting way too defensive when anyone says anything they don't like. We couldn't tell you how we're feeling even if we wanted to, since you take everything so personally.
Boys should feel okay showing their emotions. It seems like you all think you're above showing your emotions, that it might make you look weak, but it doesn't. Boys, it's manly to show how you feel. Gosh, that takes a whole other kind of bravery, and a lot of grown men still don't have that. Yes, Anna? What do you think?
I don't disagree with you that showing your emotions means being brave, but I don't like the way that you've only referred to the guys.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, not all guys are against showing their emotions. I mean, sure, it's a lot more common to see girls publicly showing their feelings than guys, but that doesn't mean that all girls do either. And when girls do show their emotions, we're seen as weak too. Like we're these emotional wrecks who need to be rescued. I don't think this is about being a man, but about expressing our humanity by showing our feelings.
Anna's right. We're all capable of feeling the same emotions. It's just that guys and girls are each taught to suppress different ones. But I mean, it's really hard to be so black and white about human nature if you think about it.
Boys, do you have anything to add to what these ladies have been saying?
Yeah, girls are...
Oh, shut up before you say something really stupid.
Well, I guess we've still got a long way to go, don't we? Oh my goodness, look at how much time we've spent on this. If we're going to get through today's lesson, we better get moving.
Skinny jeans. Can you believe that? Why? It's not like you're dressing for the wrong attention. I mean, you're wearing a t-shirt and sneakers, not some lacy low-cut top and stilettos.
There are a lot of parents who worry about their daughters getting the wrong kind of attention because of what they wear. Though it kind of makes sense. My mom says a girl should always be thinking about what...
Hey, you guys want to hang out with us?
Yeah, I'll even hold your shopping bags for you, baby.
Get lost.
Hey, mind your manners. That's no way to talk to a gentleman.
Leave us alone. Oh, go screw yourselves. Hands off, pervert. Don't touch me.
Hey, babe, you should be flattered. I can't help it. You're so beautiful.
What makes you think that's any excuse to...
Oh, come on. Don't be such a prude.
Just leave us alone.
Kate, it's okay. Don't let these jerks get to you.
Are you happy now? I hope your little testosterone high was worth it.
Amelia, we need to go find Kate. You know where she's been after what happened between her and Will.
Hey, my friend was wondering if she could have your number.
Sorry, I don't get my number to strangers.
Oh, don't be mean. She's like really pretty and doesn't have a boyfriend and...
Sorry, I'm not interested.
Wow, way to be a jerk. We just thought you were hot and wanted to pay you a compliment. Don't get so defensive.
Okay, I'm just gonna leave now.
Oh, come on. She didn't mean it like that. If you don't like hanging out with strangers, maybe we could spend some time together, some time getting to know each other, huh?
Can't you just say no for an answer?
Not until you give us a chance. We just want to make friends. What's the harm in that?
I'm pretty sure you don't just want to make friends, unless you're terrible at it.
That's so...
what girls do. They say they're interested in this. What does them being girls have to do with it? I mean, girls get really angry when guys hit on them like that. What's their excuse?
I don't know. Like, these girls, they're being really aggressive. Me of being a jackass.
Girls, they twist your
Accusing each other.
While young women are expected to save themselves.
When abstinence does not make a woman a prude, nor does a healthy relationship make her a slut.
When a woman is given the choice.
When a man is permitted to cry.
When being called a girl is not an insult.
When the idea of a gay means homosexual or happy and not stupid or inadequate.
Should I live to see the day?
I would jump and cry and laugh, and I would rest knowing
that my son,
that my daughter,
that my children,
no matter their gender or sexuality,
that my children
will be happy.
Should we live to see the day?
Oh look, there are those kids again. They stand in front of my classroom every morning. They're always all over each other.
I can't tell you how many couples I see every day getting all intimate. I can't go out to get lunch without getting a full serving of PDA before I even leave my room.
Oh, come on. Didn't kids act like that in your high school? I mean, I certainly didn't do anything like that, but...
Absolutely not. The teachers would have given us a good whack for acting like that. People usually kept that kind of stuff outside school grounds. I can't believe these kids think it's appropriate to act like this, and in front of their teachers, for Pete's sake.
Yeah, teens think that getting into serious relationships is what high school's all about. Not to mention the fact that they think this is what a serious relationship looks like. I mean, there were a lot of people in my high school who acted like this.
Teenagers these days have no sense of respect for themselves or for public decency. You know, one day real life is going to hit these kids right in the face. They won't be able to do a thing about it but regret their mistakes. Did you hear about that girl from Central High School?
Of course. It's so sad, the poor girl. She's so young.
I do feel sorry for her, but she should have known better. Bad things like that happen all the time when high schoolers are set loose without any adult supervision. I feel sorry for all the parents of the kids involved in that mess.
Oh my gosh, see that?
Daddy and Mitchell? Yeah, they're like that all the time now.
I swear those two are always together. Ever since they started dating, you can never see one of them without the other.
I know, it's so sweet, don't you think?
Actually, I kind of thought it was excessive, especially with all the PDA. And I mean, not just them, but all the couples here. Like, do they really have to do that stuff in school? It's so awkward. People can see you, and I don't need that stuff shoved right in my face before history class.
I don't know, I think it's kind of cute.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I would like a guy who'd walk me to class every day and like me that much. Couldn't you?
Well, yeah, yes, but I still don't know. I still don't think they should be doing that in school. Would you feel self-conscious if there were a bunch of people and teachers watching you and your boyfriend kiss?
I guess.
See, people like them are the reason why adults think all teenagers are irresponsible troublemakers with no regard get me all confused. I'll sort of history before my head explodes. Hey, what did you guys think about the cheer team and the game last night?
I thought some of their stuff were pretty cool.
Yeah, me too. It really looked good.
I know. Did you see they chose her to be the flip at the top of the pyramid? I'm so proud of her.
Yeah, to be honest, Brittany and that other girl who does stunts are pretty much the only ones worth watching. The rest of them just kind of stand there in class and shout things.
I mean, as long as they're in those short skirts, I don't know.
Shut up. But yeah, the cheer team mostly is a bunch of girls with short skirts and bright makeup shouting things. Don't tell Brittany I said that.
It's such a girl's sport.
And they're all such girls. Ouch, I think I broke a nail.
OMG, that's like totes horrible.
What are you guys talking about?
Brittany, oh, these idiots were just making fun of your cheerleader friends. I thought you guys were great last night, though.
Hey, so did we. We liked your tricks, Britt.
Thanks. Just so you know, though, only Maddie's complained about a broken nail. Real original, guys.
Sorry, Britt, but anyway, did you want to go to the mall with me after school?
I can't. I have to pick up my little brother from school. Oh my gosh! Do you guys know what he told me this morning? He said he wants to try out for cheer team next year and he's coming to the high school. I know. I just rather die than see my brother practicing cheer.
Wait, why does your brother want to be a cheerleader? Doesn't he know that stuff's for girls?
Brittany, is Henry gay?
What? No! I mean, I don't think so.
Oh, I get it. He probably just wants to hang around all those girls in short skirts, huh?
Shut up, guys. Henry isn't like that.
I mean, come on. What else would he want to do?
I don't know. He just wants to be whatever I do. Mom thinks it's sweet, but probably was just looking for opportunities to embarrass me.
Britt, it's okay to tell us these things. I'm not going to treat Henry any different just because he's gay.
No. The kid doesn't act gay. He's a total player. I'll admit, joining the cheer team's a pretty smart way to pick up chicks.
Guys, can you stop talking about my brother like that? Wanting to join the cheer team doesn't make him any of those things.
Come on, let's be real. What straight guy would want to join the cheer team if it wasn't to hit on all the cheerleaders?
Can't he just like cheerleading? I mean, there's real athletics involved. It's not just a girly thing.
And I'm gonna dress up in a mini skirt too? Tell me how wearing a short skirt and a giant hair bow isn't a girly thing.
No, he wouldn't. Just whatever, you guys. You know, this is why I didn't want him to join cheer. Because people like you guys would make fun of him and just. You know what? I'm over it. Let Henry be a cheerleader.
Hello. Thank you for meeting with me.
Nice to meet you. Have a seat. You look very nice today.
Oh. Thank you.
Hello, thanks for meeting with me.
Oh, my pleasure. Why don't we take a seat? So, now why would a pretty girl like you want a job here at Helmer's? You know, it's a sporting goods store, right?
Yes, sir, I'm aware of that. Helmer's is very close to my house, so it would be convenient to work here and maybe pick up some extra shifts if I needed to. I also think I would do very well in a retail setting.
I see you. Do you play any sports?
Not currently. I don't really have time anymore with school and homework and everything, but I used to be really involved in athletics back in middle school.
Oh, like what? Cheerleading?
Not currently, or no, that never really appealed to me. I used to play basketball and soccer. I was actually captain of my soccer team for 2 seasons.
I see. Well, that's encouraging. So tell me, son, why do you want a job here at Helmer's Sporting Goods?
Well, Helmer's isn't too far away from my house, so it'd be convenient to work here. And since a lot of my life revolves around sports, I feel like I'd probably do well in a place like this.
I thought you were an athlete. Let me guess, football?
Yes, sir. I'm quarterback of my school's team.
A quarterback? That's perfect. You know, I was a quarterback when I was in high school. These next questions are routine, but I can already see a place for you. Maybe spokesmanship for our merchandise. You're exactly the image that Helmer Sporting Goods wants to present to our customers.
Oh, okay.
What would you say puts you ahead than the other applicants? What are your strengths?
I'm hardworking, I'm always on time, I'm also very knowledgeable about most sports, so I would be able to help customers with any questions that they have.
I'm hardworking, and I'm very good at working with other people. And I know a lot about football and baseball, so I could help customers with that.
What would you say is your greatest weakness?
Well, I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so sometimes I spend a little too much time making sure my work is good enough, or I take on tasks that could be delegated to someone else, but I've gotten a lot better at doing things right quickly, and I've gotten better at knowing when to move on to the next task, and making sure I don't take on more than I can handle.
I've had some trouble with staying organized in the past, but that's made it a little harder to get my work done as quickly as I'd like to, but I've sort of developed a system now to improve my organizational skills and to help me be a lot more efficient.
That's good to know. Do you have any previous job experience?
No, I've never really worked before, other than babysitting.
No, I've never really worked before other than umping a few Little League games.
Honest. I like that. Now let's talk about your time commitment. Is there anyone special I need to worry about showing up, distracting you, and then taking away from your work hours?
No, there's no one special, and you don't have to worry about me getting distracted or anything. I'm very good at staying focused. This job is important to me, and I know that I'm here to work.
I realize we're in the middle of football season here. Now, I don't want to take you away from any team, from the team on game nights. So I may have to look at a game schedule so we can work around it. However, it might become an issue if you're always away at practice. We love athletes and team players, but we also need to know that you're able to come in to work.
That's fine. I don't mind missing a few practices or games. I'll come in ready to work regardless of what's happening with football. This job is important to me, and I know that I'm here to work.
Thank you. That's all I need to know.
Thank you for this opportunity.
Thank you.
Anna, it's only 2 weeks until the dance, and you still haven't asked Carter. You better get going before someone else asks him.
What if I don't want to ask him? I mean, he probably wouldn't expect me to. We only have 2 classes together this semester.
So what? You guys talk a lot, don't you? Why would it be weird then?
Well, I mean, we talk. It's not like we're really that close, And what if I end up looking really stupid by asking him and it turns out he has no interest in me?
At least you'll have tried. Wouldn't it be worse if you found out later that he wanted you to ask him and it's too late?
I wish he would just ask me instead.
Maybe he's thinking about it. He's probably feeling just how you are right now, and you don't even know it.
Yeah, right. I doubt that.
Not to completely freak you guys out, but isn't that Carter over there with his friends?
Oh my gosh, Heidi! Did you guys know he was coming to the mall today? Is that why you dragged me to your shopping?
No, honestly, it seems to be fate that you guys get together. Oh my gosh, you should ask him to the dance right now.
Are you out of your mind? He's with all his friends.
Get him alone.
That's like asking me to perform brain surgery. They're like a pack of wolves.
I'm sure he'd be so happy to hear you say that.
Hey, Carter, are you planning on being in that group that's going to the winter formal?
I don't know yet. I don't have a date.
What about you and Anna? You told me you were thinking about asking her.
Anna, the girl you're partners with in Spanish? I didn't know you guys were close.
I mean, we're kind of close. She's really nice and pretty and...
Wait a moment. Isn't that Anna and her friends over there?
Oh God, did you guys know she was going to be here?
Now's your chance to ask her.
What? You can't be serious.
Why not? The worst she could do is say no, right?
But...
Let's go, Cartwright.
What are you guys doing?
Oh my gosh, Anna. Don't flip out, but Carter's coming over here right now.
What? Is he alone?
Oh no, he's...
Hey, Anna. Carter has something to ask you.
Hi, Anna.
Wow, what a coincidence. Anna here has something to say to you as well, right, Anna?
Really?
Yeah.
go first. No, you. Okay. You go.
Oh, well, I was just thinking.
Would you go to the winter formal with me? Really? Yes! We did not mean to do that.
Not gonna lie, but that was a little weird. You really want to go with me to the dance?
Yeah, I do.
Well, now that that's settled, Becky and I actually did want to go shopping. Blake and Andrew are coming with us.
Wait, we are? Well, that went pretty well. Up top. You don't think they knew we were planning this, do you?
No, of course not. That went a lot more smoothly than I thought it would. Was Carter as nervous as Anna?
Completely. The guys usually get the raw end of the deal anyway, being the ones who have to ask the girl out most of the time.
Hey, that is not true. Girls get just as flustered as guys do when it's their turn to ask.
Guys don't get flustered, Molly.
I'm sure you don't. You were so smooth asking Ava to the dance last week, if I recall.
Oh, shut up. At least girls aren't expected to pay for dinner.
Everybody can see you, actually. We can see you.
Good morning, everyone. That was the final bell. If you are not in your seat, I will mark you tardy. Now, those of you who finished the worksheet last night, please pass it to the front for me to collect. Don't forget to write your name on it, or I will not give you any credit.
Dude, you do the sheet?
Yeah, but I mostly BS'd on it just to get it done. What, didn't you finish it? Ooh, dude, you're screwed. You know that Mr. Barker's really tough about this kind of thing.
I know, I hate that. Miss Marks wasn't like that last semester. She's pretty lenient.
Yeah, but she's different. She only has to put up with us general level kids. Barker's got his try-hard AP kids, too.
I'm sorry to interrupt any side conversations, but I have to ask you all to pay attention to me for at least another half hour before work time. All right, everyone, let's get going. We need to start the group investigation questions now if you want to finish by the end of class.
Isn't the in-class essay tomorrow, though?
Yes, the date is on the board, where it's been for the past 2 weeks.
But aren't you going to spend any time with us reviewing in class today? This is the last day we get to ask you review material.
Well, we don't have time for that today. There's nothing I can do about that, sorry. You guys are smart, you'll figure it out. Oh, and don't let me forget I'm going to pass back the last quiz to you all before you leave today.
Have you studied at all yet?
Are you kidding me? I haven't had time at all this week. I've got 3 other tests tomorrow, too. I was up until 1:30 last night and ended up falling asleep on my history notes with the light on. Again.
Brave, smart people classes. Sometimes I really envy the general level kids.
There's no way I'd ever take a G class. No one takes anything seriously, and most of them couldn't care less about school.
Kate and Amelia, has your group started anything yet? You know, just because I'm standing over here doesn't mean I can't hear you. Hey, Jason, would you stick around for a minute? I wanted to ask you something. I noticed that you didn't turn in the homework assignment today. That's the 4th or 5th time in a row. Is everything all right? Are you having trouble understanding the material, or is something else going on?
No, not really. I've just been really busy with football, and I'm kind of struggling to keep on top of everything. I am trying, though.
Okay, well, I really want you to do well in this class because I've seen you have the potential to succeed when you apply yourself. I know it might not be ideal, but I'm always available before and after school. I'm even around during lunch if you need some help.
Okay, that's really good to know. That'll definitely be helpful.
Terrific. I just want to make sure you've got a plan, and don't be afraid to come to me with questions either.
Sure. Thanks, Mr. Barker.
See you later, Jason.
Hey, Jason, what was that all about? Did Mr. Barker cheer you up for not turning in that assignment?
Actually, no, he didn't. He just wanted to make sure everything was okay and offered to help me keep up with stuff since football has been, football.
Really? I hadn't pinned him as the helpful type.
So what did Mr. Barker talk to you yesterday after class? I saw him pull you aside before I left.
Not much. He said he'd noticed how stressed I've been lately and wanted to know if there was anything he could do to help. It was really thoughtful of him, actually. He even offered to let me take the in-class essay on Friday.
Wow, weird. Mr. Barker actually somewhat cares. Guess he's human after all, right?
To be honest, afterwards, I kind of felt bad about bashing his teaching. At least we're not as bad as his G kids. Apparently, one of them wrote some really pretty awful stuff on his whiteboard yesterday after school.
Hey, not to barge in on your conversation or anything, but what do you mean not as bad as the G kids? What makes you think that everyone in G is bad?
Well, for starters, you should hear some of the teachers' complaints about their G kids. And second, let's be real. G kids don't care about doing well in school. They're all slackers. Trust me. You guys wouldn't last a day in AP classes. You couldn't handle all the stress we have.
Just because you're in a higher level class doesn't mean you have more stress than we do. And for the record, I know a lot of teachers who actually said they like teaching G classes better. All you AP kids are a bunch of self-righteous know-it-alls. Just because you guys think you know much more or are smarter than us doesn't mean everyone likes you more too.
Oh yeah? Who are the self-righteous ones now? At least we're
Oh,
not.
please don't even start, you
Is
guys.
this really such a big deal, guys? Don't you think this is kind of ridiculous?
Yeah, this is getting to be a bit much. To be honest, let's not generalize all these stereotypes to every single kid, okay? We don't really need to be judging each other based on which classes we take.
I guess.
Fine. I'm not going to take back what I said. But I guess that I can admit that there are probably a lot of overgeneralizations out there about students and teachers. Shoot, that's the bell. We're going to be late, Amelia. Hi, Blake. I got your email. No, you're just going to message me.
I didn't think text message was the best way to tell you, Kate. How's it going?
When does it change?
Really bad?
I've got them. They're in my hand right now.
Blake! Would you please put your phone away? I've been trying to get your attention. Can you wait out here with the groceries while I go get the car?
Sure, Mom.
I swear, you teenagers are all addicted to your cell phones. Heaven forbid you actually look someone directly in the eye.
Throw them away.
I can't. My hands are trembling.
Where are you?
Can you believe what kids are wearing these days?
Besides the extra appendage on their arms, you mean?
Don't get me started on those cell phones. Imagine these kids trying to grow up in our day.
Even I can still drive better than most of them.
Huh. That's because all they ever do is text and drive. Did I tell you what Cheryl told me last week about kids?
I'm in my car. I've been running for 2 hours, but I haven't left the garage.
Go back inside and tell someone.
No. I've already made up my mind.
Can you believe the nerve of some of these teenagers hanging around you? I wonder when's the last time that kid wore something other than a hoodie. Don't know who the poor person is who brought these groceries, but I know I wouldn't leave it confident, leaving them out with people loitering around.
Please, Kate, just listen to me.
I shouldn't have told you anything. You probably guessed it was coming anyways.
What can I say that will make you change your mind? Sorry.
Teens are so disrespectful. Can they really all be so self-absorbed? I mean, the new technology that has been coming out in the past decade is incredible. But kids today are just becoming more removed from real life. Cell phones are becoming a parasite to society. Nowadays, you can't find anyone in high school who hasn't sold their soul to one of the little devils.
There is nothing you can say that can stop me, Blake. I am so sick of pretending I'm okay for everyone else's sake. Nobody believes me anymore about the bruises and scars. My parents think I'm psycho, but only tell me to get over myself. And the pain hurts so much now, it's like knives dripping through my stomach.
Excuse me, can you tell me how to get to the nearest bus stop?
If you do this, I don't know what I'd do without you. What?
Do you know where the nearest bus stop is?
You'll forget me like everyone else. Who am I really? Just another lonely face in the crowd?
That's not true. I don't want.
Sorry, I don't know.
Okay, all right then. Thanks anyway.
I'm calling the police.
Don't you dare!
You know, it's teens like you who are giving your generation such a bad rep. Just something to think about while you go on with whatever's so important right now.
Why'd you call me, Blake?
Because I have to tell you before you make the worst mistake of your life that I love you. I love you and I'm here, and I'm not going to let you leave me like this. I know that barely anyone knows about the abuse. I know that no one believes you were raped. I know how you hide the cuts on your wrists every day and that your parents act blind so they don't have to see the truth they don't want to face. I know I'm one of the few guys you'll actually still talk to because you're worried that it might happen again. I just want to be there for you, Kate. I want you to make it through this. Are you going to deny me that now?
Blake.
Please, Kate, please. Oh, crap, my mom's coming around the corner with the car. Are you going to listen to me?
I don't know. Yes?
Thank you, Kate. I've got to go. Text me.
Sorry, can I sit here?
Oh, yeah, sure.
You're friends with Kate, right?
Yeah, you know her?
She's in my biology class. She really helped me with that last anatomy test. I probably would have failed it if she hadn't helped me study. I'm Jason, by the way.
Oh, yeah, I remember her talking about you. You guys' families are friends, right? I'm Amelia. You know, I think you're one of the few guys she's actually comfortable around anymore. She's been kind of bitter about guys lately. I'm glad you've been able to help her a bit.
I'm sorry she's having a hard time. I really don't blame her, though. Guys can be kind of immature sometimes.
Yeah, but Kate tends to take things really personally. I guess most girls do.
Tell me about it.
Sorry, what?
Sorry, I just meant that, I've seen a lot of that with girls.
Oh, so just because you guys have the emotional range of a teaspoon?
No, I didn't mean it like that. It's just that some girls can be emotionally excessive at times.
Whereas guys are emotionally constipated. What are you trying to hide anyway? Why do you guys always try to act so tough and distant and just above everything?
Well, it's not like we have much of a choice. When can a guy ever talk about his feelings without being called a fag or something? Even your girls start telling us to man up. Like, what does that even mean?
You know, I guess you're right. I never really thought about that. There is this weird expectation that guys shouldn't talk about their feelings, but admitting you have feelings shouldn't be a sign of weakness. It should be a sign of strength.
Yeah, and I feel like it's kind of the same for girls, but the expectations are different.
Exactly. We're always expected to be like these emotional messes, so we're considered weak. But when we seem like we have it all together and act confident, suddenly we're bossy or intimidating or something.
I guess I never thought about it that way.
And at the same time, guys are expected to be super confident and macho, especially around girls. I mean, why do guys always come onto us catcalling and acting like they're the coolest guy ever? That just makes everyone uncomfortable.
I know what you mean. Some guys get it so into their heads that they have to be all manly and cocky all the time. And sometimes we go overboard and just end up looking like assholes. But not all guys are like that, you know.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I guess I've just gotten used to generalizing everything to everyone. I mean, it's all anyone does anymore. Feels like everyone's just bouncing between two extremes. Like, either we're too confident, so we look like cocky, intimidating jerks, or we're not confident enough, so we look weak and helpless. And it's the same thing with everything else: intelligence, maturity, personality. There's never anything normal in the middle.
Well, there is, but people never act like that exists. They just place everyone into one of two extremes and, categorize people? I mean, I guess it makes it easier to judge people when we only have two choices to look at.
It's like all that's ever expected of us is to fit into these molds, and not even realistic ones. We're expected to be like caricatures, not like people. And the thing is, a lot of times it works. We start acting like whatever mold we're supposed to fit, and all these expectations actually start to take away from our humanity.
Well, that's a really good point. I actually know so many people who have just become whatever stereotype people expect of them. And you're right, they become less human. But the only thing that should be expected of us is our humanity.
Humans have spread their influence on springtime branches.
We grew out of humble beginnings.
A seed planted in the dirt.
It was a long journey that we made.
Bursting through the topsoil, basking in the sunlight of our glorious race.
Our hunger drove us towards the sun,
Forcing us to build upon ourselves.
To move further and further away from our beginnings.
Our sprouts became branches, became hands reaching towards the sky.
As our tree grew, those branches spread further and further apart.
Till we could no longer empathize with how the wind felt blowing from the east side, while we swayed gently on the west.
To the ground become forgotten the shadows of our bright, colorful leaves.
That stole the sun's attention.
Looking out at a crowd of unfamiliar faces, I see a forest.
People! We were all cut from a branch or two of the tree.
People! Maybe accidentally snapped off in the traverse of some passing storm.
Still given the earth's pity to embed our own roots under her skin.
On a promise, we will not soil her beauty.
Oh, to realize. You can cut each and every one of us from the branches of the tree.
But underneath the soil and dust lies the equal roots of our humanity, our taproot, which grew further into the earth the more we pushed upward.
The further away we grow,
The more deeply we are rooted in our beginnings.
Play us like pawns and relentlessly confine into living up to gender roles and having absent minds. Don't you think it's funny how they tell us how to live? Don't you think it's funny how we're all delinquent kids? Like, hush now, don't say, don't say. Hush boy, don't say a word. Throw on a jersey, no one gets hurt. Hush girl, just bag your eyes.